time to grab your tents and your sleeping bag because we are going camping. Hello Martians, we are jumping back into time and we are going to be reviewing all the packs for The Sims 4, and of course we have to start with the first one ever announced, which is a game pack outdoor retreat. Now, if you don't know what game pack, expansion pack, all that means, it basically means expansion pack is the most expensive, then it goes game pack, then stuff pack, and now kits. So we are going to get into it and start with going through cast. With cast, it's kind of giving cozy forest lesbian and also white suburban dad on a hike. It's not the best cast, but it's also not been the worst. Don't expect high fashion kind of vibe. The one thing that I noticed though is the hats. The big hats, the big ones, they don't fit the Sims heads correct, and it really annoys me. I don't seem to have used this cast a lot when I'm playing my normal life. I will say I am actually a fan of the pants. If they had more high-waisted pants, that would have been great because I wasn't a fan of that. But it's camp. It's giving camping. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just all camping gear. There's a lot of shoes. Most of the shoes are really good. The boots are booting and they look really good. There is a lot of children's casts, which I did really like. Well, not a lot, but a few children's casts. A lot of shirts for them. And weirdly enough, glasses and their hats, they do fit. But there's a lot more kiddish clothes where it has little icons on it, like the little deer thing and the marshmallow stuff. I found that they were really cute. I really like them. And they also have shoes and stuff. And I found there is some good stuff. There's some gems. But it is certainly not something that I definitely use a lot of. There is, of course, in cast, there is one new trait. Squeamish, which is... It's not the best trait. But it's also not the worst. It does give more depth to your Sims, not death. Thank you, Scamp. But and then it also does have a new aspiration, which the aspiration we'll get a little bit more into in the just gameplay review, but it does what it's supposed to do. It says it's camping, it's going to be camping. I'd give it 4 out of 10 roasted marshmallows. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Now for build and buy mode, it definitely, again, depends on your style because there's some rustic cuteness. There's lanterns, log furniture, cool tents. I wish there was more tents. There's also fire pits. There's the horseshoe game, which if you bring your Sims camping, that's all they're probably going to do is horseshoes and hiking. Maybe some cloud gazing. But there is no sleeping bags, which I was very disappointed by, which of course sleeping bags come in growing together, but I think they should have been introduced in outdoor retreat. You could have just had different variants and stuff, in my opinion. I do actually really like the cast. I think it's really good for the aesthetic that it's doing. There's a lot of paneling. Paneling is beautiful. The wood walls and stuff, the colors, the dark green is really nice. I think it is doing what it's supposed to. It's not something that I go and rave about, but I do think there's a lot of good stuff. There is a lot of stuff that I wish I used more, like the pots and pans, little objects, and also the cereal boxes, little paper towel roll kind of assortment. Those are really cute, and I do wish I used them more. I do not, sadly. Wish I did. I find it's a pretty good cast. I mean, not cast. It's a pretty good build mode. It's, again, like I said, it's not the best. It's not the worst. I think it's better than the cast, in my opinion. I think the build mode, out of every aspect, is the best. Out of cast, build mode, and live mode, I think that build mode takes the best stuff, in my opinion. Okay, now for the world, it does have a new world, which you can only use as a vacation world. There is 4 vacation lots, and also a vacation yard, basically a camping ground, and then 4 houses if you want to go glamping. But my opinion is, if you're going camping, you want to go camping. So I would go to the camping lot, in my opinion. You can buy supplies there, but most of what you're going to do is just hike. You're just going to hike a lot. Like, it is the first game pack ever in Sims history. Like, you can roast marshmallows. You can also, there is a new skill, herbology. Collect bugs, tell ghost stories, and even get attacked by bees, maybe? Sometimes. Not maybe, sometimes you will. Now, the herbology skill is pretty hard to do, only because you have to find stuff. And sometimes it is hard to find stuff when it is different months, because seasons really has affected this gameplay, because the plants grow at different times. So it's very hard because some of them are out of season when you're going there. So it's not the easiest thing to figure out. Only because of that. It is a very in-depth skill I have seen. And it does, even though there is this many lots, there's also a secret lot that we'll see later. But it's cute for a vacation weekend. But after 2, even 1 trip, it's just kind of boring. There's not a lot to do except for hike, fish, collect berries, collect some bugs, but it's meh. It's just there. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Actually, it might be the worst. It might be the worst game pack, but it was the first thing. It was the first game pack they've ever released. It's their first thing that they ever released. So you do gotta put that in mind, I guess, but it's just there. Like, it's not something to rave home about, but it's not something that I can say I dislike. It's fun little getaway trip, you know. And with the I think it's called Outdoor Explorer, the aspiration, it is basically just collecting bugs, learning herbology, collecting fruits and berries, fishing. It's what you can expect. It's not like a full tutorial like some of the other ones, but at the same time, you can't really make a full tutorial thing when it's not really a story-based thing. You don't really learn anything. It's just there. And you would think, if I say, oh, it's just there, that it's bad. I do think it is a very meh pack. It's not something that I go and dislike it, like My First Pet stuff and all that other stuff that I probably dislike or hate. It's there. The cast is meh. It's just meh. I do think the gameplay, though, is a 3 out of 10 roasted marshmallows instead, because it's just there. It's just there. And if I didn't say already, the build and buy mode is a 5.5 out of 10 roasted marshmallows. Is outdoor retreat actually worth it? Especially in 2025. If you're into storytelling, I don't really know. I think if you want that cottagecore vibe of getting attacked by swarms of bees, then I guess that's your thing. But if you're wanting a more deep gameplay or glam, you might just want to skip out on it. It's really just a pack that's like, it's there, so what do you expect? It's cute, cozy, but just definitely won't change your Sims universe. Definitely not at all. For the whole pack in general, I would put it in the meh tier. Like I have said, it's very just meh. It's there. I would say that it's probably a 4 out of 10 roasted marshmallows in the end with everything. The best is definitely the build mode, but it's definitely not as good as some of the others. Let me know in the comments below if you ever taken your sim camping. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys later. Bye, Martians.